Hi, and welcome to Intuitive Healing Club. This practice is part of the Garay method that incorporates energetic healing, somatic meditation, and emotional release to access within the body our emotional content and heal from it. So you can set up on the ground like this in on a yoga mat. I use lots of props to make sure that I'm really comfortable. You can also practice this in a chair or on a couch or in your bed. What you're going to want to have is at least one or two pillows so that as we move our hands to different places in the body that you have support underneath the elbows. um, Part of the work is to release as much physical tension as we can, and in supporting the body to have a really soft and relaxed position, we're able to better access that place within ourselves. um, if this is your first time doing this practice, remember that with any kind of practice, it takes time to build a skill, and that it can be really common to just find this to be a super nourishing nervous system relaxation practice. For some people are able to access some of the emotional content and to be able to release that through the body. And if that you get into any of those things, that you want to be able to practice a mindfulness around your nervous system, so that if you find yourself in a state where you get really upset, or if something comes up that kind of heightens your body or your nervous system, that you want to practice moving into that emotional content in a titration. So we come in, we touch it, we be with it for a moment, and then we back out using either an anchor such as the breath or a place within the mind. So visualizing a place that brings you calm, or just a sensation in the body, such as the hands resting on the chest, coming back to that sensation so that you feel grounded. If you fall asleep, that's also okay. So I have my bolster and such set up here, and I'm going to bring myself onto the ground. Um, and I place two blankets on either side so that I have some support for my arms. And then I always use a blanket on top of my body. This kind of work really is better suited when you feel warm in your body. So either having a cozy blanket um, with you, or turning your heat up, or if you already are somewhere that's warm, just making sure that you feel comfortable in your temperature. You don't need to be sweating or anything like that, but that you're comfortable. So I'm going to go ahead and bring my support underneath me. Oh, I forgot to say that one of my favorite albums to practice this in is by Jonathan Goldman. He has several albums, but my favorite one is called The Cosmic Hum. So if you would like to, you can play that into your space, and it's a very soothing soundtrack. It's just one song that's an hour long. So once you have yourself all settled and set up, just making sure that you're comfortable as you are. And at any point, you're allowed to move or shift or change. You're not in any way being held in any position that isn't working for you physically. So making sure that you keep your comfort as a priority. And then we'll start by resting the hands on the upper belly area. So I have my palms touching my low ribs and my fingertips pointed inward towards the center of my stomach. And I'm using this placement of the hands as an opportunity to just simply witness and experience the sensation of my breath via the physical sensation underneath my hands. So, although this is a practice that we are doing in terms of a self treatment for ourselves, Part of the G-Ray method is somatic. It is physical. It is actually felt in the hands and in the body. It moves outside of the mystical, although that it remains there as well. It is both things. But in its experience in the non mystical, in the realm of your actual physical body, we practice feeling with our hands the sensations that are held within our body to give the body its due in its intelligence and its ability to guide us. So we're paying reverence to your beautiful body and making a loving friendship with it and continuing to develop that friendship in whatever stage you are with your own body. So noticing your inhale, how the belly fills and the flesh presses into the hands. And as you exhale, noticing how the hands drop back as the belly falls in. So noticing that rhythm. And then maintaining your awareness around the breath, can you start to widen or broaden your awareness? And see if you can take in a wider landscape of awareness, of feeling into the body. So, can you simultaneously feel the hands and the breath, and also feel into the neck or the shoulders, the legs or the feet, the forehead, the throat? And what we're looking for is just noticing if there is any place within your body that is holding on to its tension. Sometimes that means that it is a physical sensation of tightness, of tension, of gripping. Sometimes it feels more of like a density, like there's thickness there, or a stagnancy, as if it just doesn't quite move, almost as if you don't have access to that area, that your awareness can't quite get in there, like it's blocked off in some way. And as you find a place in the body that might have a little bit of that tension, you're going to start to see if you can bring your hands there. Sometimes these places move, so where you start, it might end up changing, and that you're allowed to move with it as it changes. And one trick I use is I use my shirt um, to kind of help hold my hand in place. Sometimes as I want to take my hand across my body. If you're having a hard time discerning where to be, my suggestion is to start at the heart space, placing one hand on top of the other at the heart. And the first part of this meditation is the be. So the whole meditation is be and it, an acronym for being in it, being with it. That's what we're doing, being with ourselves. So the first part is just to be. It's to learn to practice without doing, to let go of the need to do, to look, to seek, and to instead move into a space of beingness, of allowing, and of simply feeling. Can you simply just be with this and feel it? What's there in that space? Let go of any motive or desire or pre planned idea of what it is. And instead, just simply allow it to come into focus. Finding deep, long exhales here. Notice the mind and its desire to wander. And if the mind wanders off, you just, in a loving and kind way, call it back and say, no, we're sitting with this part. Sometimes these parts don't like intrusiveness. So can you keep your awareness on it? That's happening for you. And allow yourself to back up and be wider from this vast perspective. And then after you've been with us for a few moments, you're going to potentially, it's okay if we're staying just here with the being. You're going to potentially move to the end of this meditation. So that's to name and to inquire about what it needs. So naming and needs. And we inquire not by forcefulness, but as we would when we are first meeting someone. Oh, hi, I'm. My name is Jessica. Who are you? What's your name? So a soft and open and receptive way of receiving it. Are curious and receptive, and you're there to allow it to exist. It might tell you its name right away, and if so, it's like when you meet someone, you're just taking in that information, not giving it the third degree, asking it too many questions, trying to go too deep. Just feeling into what it is that's there. Often the name is an emotion, so it could be sadness or anger or upset or grief. Sometimes it's not an emotion, sometimes it's a pronoun or like her or him or they. Sometimes it's a name that we're unfamiliar with. Sometimes it's one we've known a long time. Whatever it is, can you simply just be with it? And again, see if you can back up and move into a place of expansive allowing. Deep, long exhales. Often, as we back up and we move into that space of allowing, the next phase of need and then the I of it is information, where we receive information from this place in our body. What do you need? Asking that question, what do you need? Is there anything you'd like me to know? Asking that. Is there anything you'd like me to know? What do you need? What do you feel? What do you need in order to feel nourished? To move towards healing? Then listen, not from the third eye, not from the mental space, but from your heart. Listen from a wide open heart. What would you like me to know? Exhaling here. Whatever comes up, just allowing. And then if you feel like you've gotten something, you want to take that quality of the need and fill your hand with that quality. So if the need was I need expression, the quality might be listening, that I bring into my hands deep listening. I feel the quality of listening fill my hands and I send this area that listening. Maybe it needed space or softness or love, and I bring those qualities. I imagine those qualities in my hand, and I give this area that quality. Just seeing if I can saturate the entire thing. Can I feel the quality of softness move through every molecule of the body, or whatever it is your quality is? And if you're not sure what to give, give love. Exhaling here. And so this last section is the T in it. So this is our thanks. This is giving this area gratitude. So in addition to whatever it needs, we saturate this area with our gratitude, thanking it. Does gratitude feel like an equality? It's warm, it's loving, it's appreciative, it's soft. Sending that quality through into this area. And we're thanking it for something specific. Thank you for teaching me what. Fill in the blank. What is this place teaching you? And then as you're ready, you'll slowly let the hands come back. We'll move one hand to the heart space and one hand to the belly. Feeling our breath. And here we'll call in the support from spirit and from the divine. So we take a moment and we call in any spirit guides or divine forms or source energy that we resonate with, and we call it in. Please support me. I invite you to be in this with me. I ask for your blessing. May you be present in this healing with me. Taking a moment to do that for yourself. Whatever words make sense to you. And then through the hands, there might be a particular color that comes to mind in this moment. The color I have is a very sort of iridescent, kind of light blue color. But yours might be a different color. And so, whatever color comes to mind, we're going to gather that color into our hands. If you're not sure what color to use, iridescent is a great color to use as it contains all colors. You feel that, visualize that gathering in our hands and sending that warm light in through the body. Feel every aspect of the body soften and release into the earth, into the support. Can every cell and molecule be saturated with this beautiful, nourishing, healing light? Can you feel it draw back through the front of the heart and down through into the back side of the heart and the shoulder blades, across the chest and the back and into the arms, all the way down through to the hands? Feeling the space in the belly get full, radiates down and through the pelvis and down the legs, out the feet. You feel this light rise up through the throat, filling the head and the cranium, space of the eyes, the forehead, the mind. Let it rest back. Feel your whole body beaming, radiating with this light. Visualize or feel beyond the skin into the layers of your aura, circling all around you, giving every aspect of your body, energetic and physical, this nourishing light energy. And then, as you're ready, we let go of any efforting and we allow ourselves to rest back in the awareness of the practice for a few moments, just simply being and soaking up, resting, allowing yourself to experience the buoyancy and softness of this saturated light filled experience. Hands can rest anywhere that's comfortable. Exhaling out here. Long, deep, full exhales. Softening, letting the support the earth underneath you. Let go of any resistance to rest. If you can sense that you know that you might need a few moments here, you need to pause the video and continue to rest here for as long as you can. Go ahead and do that now, and then settle back in, allowing rest to come. If you're staying on, we'll slowly start to deepen our breath. And a little bit of movement through the body, stretching, wiggling toes. And drawing the knees in towards the chest, or bending the knees, eventually letting yourself roll to your side body to pause there. Take a few moments. And bring yourself back into the room. And then as you're ready, you're going to press yourself up to a seat. And the hands come to the heart here. And bow the head on in. And taking a moment to thank your spirit guides, letting them know that they may go if they must and stay if they will. Giving them gratitude and reverence for their support and their wisdom and their connection with you. And then in reverence to your own beautiful heart, your gorgeous body, your brilliant mind, and your connection to the divine, your capacity to hold space for yourself, that vast inner wellspring, and gratitude and reverence. May you be receptive to grace, and blessings, and namaste. Thank you, my loves. And please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or you'd like to tell me about your experience. I'd love to know. Um, I also have these short 45-minute debrief sessions that we can do online where you can tell me about your meditation, the things that came up, and I can give you insight and further practices that are personalized and specific to you and your situation and what's going on in your life. So you can find that info on our website. Sending you so much love, so many blessings. Thank you.